The clips dropped and the searches exploded. Nancy Mace tattoos, heavily tatted new look, get maced YouTube. 1 minute she's still a sitting member of Congress, keeping everything under long sleeves. The next, she's sleeveless on camera, arms covered, launching a new show while the political clock runs out. The internet immediately started dissecting every inch of ink and every possible reason behind it. Late last week, the promo for Get Maced went up. Sleeveless shorts, both arms fully visible, multiple tattoos that had stayed mostly hidden during her time in office are now the center of the frame. She has said the total is 9, added a rapid succession between late 2023 and early 2024. The window matches the end of her engagement and a complete staff turnover in her congressional office. The reveal lands just as she prepares to leave Congress in January after a lost gubernatorial primary and a decision to skip the special Senate race. She explained the tattoos months earlier in a long interview. The physical pain was the point. She described it as the pain she needed to feel and the way to reclaim her body and identity after a stretch she called leaving her totally broken. One confirmed piece is the opening line from Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway, inked on her torso. Mrs. Dalloway said she would buy the flowers herself. Frames from her own video show additional work. Scripts lettering the word justice, an eagle, rose, and other traditional style pieces running down the arms. Not every design has been publicly listed, and several remains partially covered even in the new footage. The personal timeline people keep attaching to the ink is clear. 2 marriages, first to Chris Nemec from 1999 to 2002, second to Curtis Jackson from 2004 to 2019, with 2 children from the marriage. An engagement to Patrick Bryant ended in late 2023, the same period the tattoos were added. She is currently single. Those details sit next to the new images in almost every write-up because she links the tattoos directly to that difficult stretch. Online, the reactions arrives in waves. The first and the loudest is pure mockery. Comments calling the whole thing a simulation, a joke about blue hair and piercing, and lines treating the sleeveless debut as performance act filled with early replies. A second group focuses on the political math. She finished 5th in the Republican primary for governor, declined to run in the special Senate primary, and now building a media brand as her House term ends. Critics frame it as the last-ditch relevance play. Others call it a clean personal reset after a rough few years. The third thread is the authenticity debate. Some viewers pause the intro montage and compare that colorful full-sleeve shots to earlier real photos and surf internet from the same videos. Questions about whether certain frames look enhanced or inconsistent started circulating within hours. No official clarification has addressed those claims, and parallel comments dig through older public photos trying to spot any of the 9 tattoos before the recent reveals. Most come up empty, which only feeds the curiosity. Then there are the practical questions stacking up in comments. How many of the 9 are actually on the arms versus the torso or other spots? Is the wolf quote the only literal one? Did the rapid succession claim produce the volume of work now visible? Will the show lean into the personal story or stay focused on news for the day? Answers range from detailed speculation to pure guessing. A small set of posts paired the tattoo reveals with her past comments about trauma and PTSD and asked whether the public display feels like ownership or branding. The replies stay split. Lighter commentary picks at the show's title itself and the mix of poolside and microphone clips used in the promo. Some accounts treat the entire launch as the start of a post-Congress media career. Others simply note that the member of Congress keeping that much ink covered for years and then unveiling it on YouTube is an unusual career pivot. The confirmed pieces right now are limited and clear. 9 tattoos by her own count, most added in a short window during personal and professional upheaval, but largely out of sight until the Get Maced launched. Now, one literal quote identified: visible, traditional, and script work on the arms, political losses that preceded the shift to online commentary, family history that keeps getting attached to the story. Everything beyond that is public speculation. The questions, the reinvention theories, the mockery, the political jabs, and the inventory debates are still running without new official details to settle them. Nine tattoos, a sleeveless YouTube debut, a congressional exit on the calendar, and a comment section that cannot agree on whether this is healing, branding, or pure spectacle. This is the full picture available today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.